We are just about 9 miles from downtown Manhattan as EA Sports brings you to MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford. A few moments ago, the crowd here was on their feet as their beloved Jets made their way out of the tunnel. They're ready to go. We're ready to go, and it should be a good one as those New York Jets get set to face off with the Los Angeles Rams. Here's a punter, Thomas Morstead, to get this one started. And this one is underway here on EA Sports.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
On the handoff, Henderson. And right away, they're going to stack him up right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now.
Now, that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater, he just made a great play there.
Stafford's throw, it's complete into the hands of Higbee. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. Last play, they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Stafford. That's taken in by Henderson. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well. Now a handoff, Henderson, and he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here, second down.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes. Stack things up and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
So a failure to connect on second down. That leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Now Stafford. And that's knocked away and incomplete.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on 3rd down.
No good. And this will remain a scoreless game. That opening drive looked good for a moment there, but they'll wind up being turned away thanks to the missed field goal.
And those especially hurt when you come into a game on the road. You're trying to get things to go your way early, and now you suffer a setback right out of the gate.
They'll run for the first time with Michael Carter. He was brought down by Troy Reeder. Second down at 5. A handoff for Carter. And this carry not as productive. He's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down. Play action. Now Wilson. And the grab by Croft. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. Give him the 3rd down conversion. 5 yards on the play. On 1st down, Wilson. They'll set up the screen to Carter. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard. Throwing again on 2nd down. Wilson. Man open is Keelan Cole, complete. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down. Now the former Terrapin, this is Ty Johnson. And he is going to have a Jets first down by a couple of yards as they're able to get 4 there on 3rd and 2.
The way this game is going, the way that they possess the ball on the other side of the field, you go 3 and out here, you might not see the ball again until the second quarter.
Off the play fake, here's Wilson. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. No score after 1 on EA Sports. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They go play action with Wilson. And bringing it in, it's Davis. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. And he'll get about 4 there as he takes it from the 10 down to the 6. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
Now a 2nd down and 6. Shotgun snap and a give to Carter. He gets him a little bit closer. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
This offense has converted 2 third downs on this drive already. This is 3rd and 4. They're going to go with a tight end here on the running play. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. It's a pickup of 3, but it brings up what will be an interesting 4th and 1. They give it off here to the tight end. And he is in. Touchdown, New York. Taking it in from a yard out. And the Jets' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Well, there was no secret there. They were in goal line formation. They wanted to pound it in on 4th and goal, and they did just that.
And how about the challenge? That's a challenge to the offensive line, which they eagerly accept. I haven't met a lineman yet that doesn't want to run the ball more than throw it because they get to fire out and really smack someone. And, boy, they got it done. I'm sure they were encouraging them on the sideline. Let's go. And let's run the ball as well. And they put it in for 6.
Point after, right down the middle. And it's now a 7-0 game. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They'll be looking to match that touchdown from a moment ago. 7-0 is the score as they begin with a first down. The drive starts with a completion left side. They'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
2nd and 4. They'll run with Henderson. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down. Back to throw. Stafford. He'll find Henderson there. It's complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. It's a gain of 11 and a first down, L.A. 2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. A reminder, coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will join us from Orlando with our halftime report. But business to take care of before we get there.
A 2-minute drill before the coach's 2-minute drill.
And he's got some space here. And deep he goes into Jets territory before being taken down. 47 yards rushing for him now, and he's only carried the ball 4 times. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Meanwhile, Stafford's throw here hauled in by Kupp. And he'll get this down inside the 5 to the 4 before he's out of bounds. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will. They'll run here with Henderson, and he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
Defense really sold out there to stop the run. Understandable down near the goal line. Now on second down, you have to wonder, might we see play action here and a flip right over the top?
Back at the 5-yard line now, second and goal. Now it's Stafford. And an incomplete pass. That'll stop the clock here with just under a minute to play in half number 1.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
Now Stafford on 3rd and goal. Flushed out right. That's caught at the 3. Touchdown! Matthew Stafford finding Cooper Kupp for the touchdown there. And the Rams are on the board here in the final minute of the first half. And a little time left on the clock, so on the other side, they're thinking, gosh, we'd like to get that lead right back.
Yeah, thanks for pointing that out. Here I am going ahead and tapping out the first half.
Well,
there's still time. They've got to make a decision about what they want to do on the kickoff, whether they want to let their return guy touch it.
Extra point by Gay is up and good. And we are tied here in the second quarter. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And with a little under a minute to play, they may be looking to pick up some yardage here. Maybe try and come up with a field goal to seize the lead before intermission. Sliding out of the pocket. Short throw hauled in by Croft. And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. 5 yards on the catch there. Brings up second down. From the shotgun, Wilson. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 45. And he will bring it back. It's an interception returned from a Rams touchdown.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender. From there, he doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
Here's Gay now to add the extra point. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
This will be returned from deep in the end zone.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And with them trailing, there is still enough time to try to string a few plays together, maybe get into field goal range. Back to the air, Wilson after the pick six. He'll rifle this one deep right side.
Oh, into a sea of defenders and intercepted.
Taylor Rapp with a pick. Second interception for him now here in this first half. And you got to think he's a rookie, Charles. How much does confidence start to become a factor?
I think that's a great question because that's what they're going to check on when he gets to the sidelines. The coach is going to check on it. His teammates are going to check on it because when you haven't done it before, it's not something that's part of you. You got to see how you're going to react. Let's see how he bounces back.
Yeah, because 2 interceptions for him in college and a half. I mean, that just didn't happen. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. After the interception, here's Stafford. Escaping the pressure right. That'll be caught. It's Kupp. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half.
So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20.
Here's Stafford. He finds his man complete. That's Henderson. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. It's a nice pickup of 12 yards, and it gives him a 1st and goal.
And remember, this drive started off following the turnover, and they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a 1st and goal.
Caught on a slant. Touchdown, Rams.
Robert Woods on the touchdown throw from Matthew Stafford. And the Rams would extend their lead here just before halftime.
CD for them. This has just been an offensive explosion here in the second quarter.
Yeah, held scoreless in the first quarter. Now they find the end zone again here in the second. Sometimes you just have to have some patience. A lot of people think it's always an adjustment. You have to change what you're doing. Sometimes you just have to do your game plan just a little bit better. And I think that's part of what we're seeing here.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The New York offense taking over for their next possession as they take over here with 11 seconds remaining. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Uncorks one for Davis. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How things...
And the pressure gets to him and brings him down. Stafford is sacked. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. A final shot before the break. Stafford. Flush to his right. Oh, a hit. He lost the football. Stafford puts it on the ground. And it's scooped up by the Jets. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. All right, Coach, thank you. And we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Jets going to get the football first, and they trail as well as we get back underway in this second half. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And they're down on the scoreboard. Sort of a sloppy first half. Coach Davis, if you were in the locker room, what would the message?
The ball comes out, but this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same. Offensively, they're just not playing a very clean football game right now. This deficit, there's a fumble. Good news for them, at least. That went out of bounds.
You're exactly right, and as they breathe a sigh of relief, you know they're looking at the scoreboard, thinking to themselves, if we turn it over there, things could really get rough for us trying to make a comeback in this game.
And incomplete on the deep ball.
It's been this way most of the afternoon, hasn't it? This secondary really put this receiving core on lockdown.
Listen, they've worked together like a basketball team that's playing excellent defense. Great communication, doesn't matter whether it's man or zone. And especially against deep balls, as we saw there, they're not giving up anything to them.
Now a shot taken on third down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually that becomes man on man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
So in their own territory, but they only need a few inches, so they're going to opt to go for this thing. We'll see. Maybe a surprise pass, a run. What will they do? We're about to find out. Fourth down. They only needed a few inches, but still some anxious moments there, but they do convert on fourth. Look at this, a tight end carry. And he'll get this across the 40 and up to about the 42-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
They'll roll him out right. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
On third down, Wilson.
And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete. So coming up empty here to start the third quarter. Already 2 scores down. Got to be careful.
Yeah, I did notice, though, that the captain of the defense patted the quarterback on the helmet on his way out, pretty much letting him know, we know the pressure's on us. We're going to go out there and try and hold serve for you while you figure it out over here on the sidelines.
I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this third quarter as he'll go for it on fourth down. The throw taken in by Cole. And unable to break away. They stop him a few yards shy. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Rams get the football in outstanding field position. On first down, Stafford here. And his throw is incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes. But the best part for him, he's got second and third down to fall back on.
Second and 10, Stafford again. He finds his man, complete. That's Henderson. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. It's a gain of 11 and a first down L.A.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
And that is incomplete.
It's another zone defense. It looks like it's open for possibilities, but they did a nice job patrolling the middle of the field and forcing an incompletion.
After the incomplete pass, here now is second and 10. Again, it's Stafford.
And he's got this to Jefferson.
And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 20-yard line. 17 yards on the pickup there, and the drive will continue. And he's going to get this one down inside the 15.
53 yards on the ground for him so far.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Throwing on second and 3. Stafford. Oh, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go.
And it's going to bring up a third down.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
Stafford on third down. And he comes back with one complete.
And the Rams are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
Throwing is Stafford. Steps away to it. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Matthew Stafford. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Rams add on to their lead.
Partner, they had a good lead as they went in at the half, and they came out here in the second half and found a way to extend it. I love their consistency. Don't worry about what they said at halftime. This seemed like a team that was ready to play 60 minutes, and while this game is far from over, I love their approach.
Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss.
He will return this from deep in the end zone. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. Now Carter to start the drive.
And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Throwing is Wilson. Got an open man, Keelan Cole. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Jets first down. To throw is Wilson. And he's got his big tight end here. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
Meanwhile, Wilson's throw going to be taken in by Cole.
And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down. And he's going to hook up with his big tight end, complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
They run with Samaje's younger cousin. This is LaMichael Pirine.
And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11.
Give the tackle to Terrell Lewis. Pirine again on second down.
And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1. Here's Pirine. And he will have the first down before he's brought down at the 3. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game.
Pirine.
Able to get a couple here, but won't get across the plane as they stop him right around the 1. 2nd and goal from the 1. They'll go to Pirine, try to pound it in. And he's in. Touchdown, Jets.
LaMichael Pirine
punching it in from a yard away.
And the Jets have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that cuts this lead down to 13. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. It's a squib kick fielded just inside the 20.
And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Stafford.
And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to third down.
As this old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
He'll get this one to Cup, complete. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds.
Stafford to Cup there for a Rams first down.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Out of the gun, they give to Henderson. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45.
65 yards rushing for him now to this point.
Partner, I remember a coaching friend of mine used to tell his running backs before games, make sure you run and jog with your offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking when those big behemoths start to create space for you up front. He did a pretty good job of just following those guys through there for a nice explosive run.
6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. They'll try the air now with Stafford. He finds his man, complete. It's Henderson. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. They'll lose a yard on the play, so now they need 3 yards on third down. So it's Rams football here as we get you reset. This is a big third down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. And intercepted, maybe the turning point they need. Picked off around the 41. And the return stops just a little bit shy of midfield at the 48-yard line. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. After the interception, here's Wilson. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete.
Well, they've certainly had trouble unlocking this defense through 3.5 quarters, so I don't expect it to get any easier now. You know they're going to be sitting back and waiting on everything, and they force an incompletion there.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Now it's Wilson. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down. Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. The perennial Pro Bowler Aaron Donald gets the sack. And hauled in by Croft. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams 14. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the fourth.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
From the gun, it's Wilson. Wilson hit. It's loose. It's out. Fumble. And now the Rams have got it. Going the other way. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line.
Well, that drive wasn't a case of wanting to put points on the board. It was needing to, having to, and they didn't get it done.
Yeah, didn't get it done, and now you look at the situation and the point differential, 2 scores, pretty much game set. Down the numbers. There he goes. Past the 20. Touchdown, L.A. Cooper Kupp, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Rams have pretty well put it away here in the 4th quarter. And now they'll empty the backfield here as they elect to go for 2. Hammering for the goal line. He loses the football, and it's scooped up by the Jets.
It's funny to me because we actually keep a football in the booth with us during games, and I notice you cradling the football. You get it tucked
as we speak.
Points of pressure here, and that didn't occur on that play, did it?
No, you saying I wouldn't have fumbled if I was down there?
You would not have fumbled. You got that thing locked in tight.
I also have really large biceps. quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Play action. It's Wilson. Rolling to his left. Puts it on the carpet. It's out.
So possession still theirs, but now they face a third down.
So now with 6 seconds remaining, we get a timeout on the field. One last shot for Wilson. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Jalen Ramsey. And he will